Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. And so you guys may have seen a shorts that I put out, or an Instagram reel, or a TikTok that I put out, and it might have some people baffled. But let me go ahead and explain something here. And this is just a fun little video that I wanted to put together, just to kind of talk about something interesting that I heard. And you know what? It's crazy, but it also had me thinking all day today while I was out and about shopping for last minute stuff for Thanksgiving tomorrow. And I started thinking to myself, like, how insane would the Pixel 5 have been if Tensor was in it? Now, you guys are probably like, what factual background do you actually have that they were considering putting the Tensor chip in the Pixel 5? Well, this guy said it.
Now, from some conversations I've had with people at Google, they were working on Tensor for a long time, and they actually wanted to have this out earlier. They were actually planning on Pixel 5 being the first phone with Tensor. But then with COVID and supply chain issues and a bunch of things getting in the way, at the last second, they kind of had to bail on that.
And so by that, that's like, hey, what if they did? I mean, okay, let's talk Pixel 5 for a second to kind of recap something here on this fun little shindig video of mine. The Pixel 5 is pretty dang awesome. As a matter of fact, stays in my pocket, and I carry it with me because it is that good of a phone, right? It has Snapdragon 765G, and everyone was like, oh, mid-range chip, and it's not going to do that good. But you know what? It's really good, okay? Android very optimized on this. That's one of the big things that people talk about when they review the Pixel 5, and when they go back to reviewing the Pixel 5, it's always about how well optimized the software is. But just imagine if all these things that we are just getting wowed about now on the Pixel 6, by the way, which I'm recording this video with, Magic Eraser, real-time live language translation, right? Just all these quirky things that the Tensor chip is able to do. If that was packed into the Pixel 5, how insane would that be? Because you can't sit there and say, well, if they did pack it into the Pixel 5, it would have just costed a buttload more money. The Pixel 6 goes for $599 unlocked. And the only thing that separates that from its counterpart, the $699 one, is that the $699 one has millimeter wave access, and the unlocked model, which doesn't have millimeter wave access, obviously that is the only difference. So they could have, and yes, they've proven that they could have, because the 6 goes for $599, and this bad boy went for $699 at launch. So, yeah. I just think about like all the things that I'm loving about the Google Pixel 6. Everything about it. It's the way that it learns me so quickly. Just to imagine that in the Pixel 5 and the 5 doing that with the Tensor chip. Just how insane would that have been? That's something that just crosses my mind about this. And absolutely crazy that, you know, me being a Pixel fan, why didn't I hear about this? Does it mean I'm really not a Pixel fan? Nah, you know what? Better late than never, but I would have really like flipped my top if they actually made a Pixel 5 with a Tensor chip. So much that I think it would be a really cool idea, Google, if you just kind of threw back the Pixel 5, but added the Tensor chip in it and released it in 2022 as like a throwback. I would really appreciate it. But of course, it's not going to be like, 5-year-old phone or something like that, but it'd been really cool if Google did that. That's just me spitballing here. Anyways, thanks so much for checking out the video. Really appreciate you guys for that. And a happy early Thanksgiving to all of you. Enjoy getting your grub on, because I know I am. And then I am going to look in the mirror after dinner tomorrow and probably curl up in the fetal position and cry after damaging my body from so much delicious food. But it's well worth it. It really is. I'll see you guys in another video. As always, aloha.